Let's start by taking a look at a constant time algorithm. So let's go ahead and write something very simple. Now, while I'm going to use the built-in Java array list, I will use the array list that we wrote as a reference. So let's go ahead and just do a public static void array list, int how big. All right, and that will take in an array list of some type. Don't know what type. Array list of some type, and that is going to be called list. And how do we figure out how big it is? How many items are in it? Well, we'll just return list.size. So that's all we need to do that. Then we can time it. So let's go ahead and make a new array list. Array list. Let's make it of integers. Array list. New array list. For I. Let's go ahead and add 10,000 items to it. Okay, and we don't count the amount of time it takes to add the items to it because we're just building this up. That if we counted how many items it would take, how long it would take to add the items, that wouldn't be an accurate reflection of just testing how big, how big takes. So if we run this, even with 10,000 items, it takes no time whatsoever to run. Even if I were to ramp this up to a huge size, it might take a bit longer just simply to build that list. Nope. Even as this gets bigger and bigger, it takes no time at all. And why is that? I don't even have to look at our source code for that. The size is just simply returning the size, which is just a variable. No matter how big, so that's what a constant time relationship is. No matter how big the item is, no matter how big our input size is, no matter how big this list is, no matter how many items are in the list, all we have to do is return a single single item. All we have to do is return a single item. That's all we have to do. So, and we can show this. Even I can slow this down. So let's go ahead and just do our trick to slow it down. For I, do this 10,000 times. The following, sout, print nothing. We can slow this down. It's going to take now 2 milliseconds, or 3 or whatever. No matter how big. It doesn't matter how big or how small the array list is. It's going to take the same amount of time no matter what. It means there's no growth or change based on how many items there are. Let's go ahead and just use some basic MS Paint. Time and n, right? The number of items versus how much time it would take. Our graph for constant time algorithms looks something like this. That's supposed to be a straight line, but I'm terrible at drawing. Right? The idea here, that was actually pretty good on my part. It doesn't really take any time. There's no growth